What's up, everybody? So in this off season, when I'm not hunting, I've been going through my YouTube videos and reading all your comments and been categorizing them. And I figure I'll put together a series of real quick video clips to answer a bunch of common questions that I get. This one pertains to ammo. So I shoot 11mm steel for several reasons. Lead is time consuming to pour. When you shoot it at a target and you hit that target, it warps up, so it's hard to reuse. You got to remelt it and recast it. And the main one is you can't carry it during waterfowl season. And I've gotten into taking my opportunities when it comes to ducks. Like, I'll see ducks and I've whacked a couple and I'm really into that. I'm gonna start doing more of that. And you can't even have a lead ball in your pocket during duck season or you're in violation of state law in Alaska. So steel it is. It's cheap. I can get it off of Amazon, delivered to my door, ready to rock and roll. I prefer 11mm steel over the smaller steels because they carry more impact force downrange. I've taken rabbits at like 35 yards. Pushing 40, some of them, maybe a little bit longer than 35 yards, but plenty of impact force to knock down a rabbit. With 8mm steel, just shooting through a chronograph, it just doesn't carry the same punch over that kind of distance. So 11mm steel is my win. It's a beautiful balance between the ability to punch through, a small leaf or things like that. Whereas the 8mm has a much higher tendency to ricochet, even like 9.5mm. That's a little bit better than 8 in my opinion, as far as like shooting through brush goes. But yeah, that little stuff ricochets much more than the big stuff. The big stuff, it moves slower, but it carries more foot-pounds of energy over distance. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, why not bigger, right? Like Zach shoots half. Zach's my good buddy. We spent a lot of time hunting together. He shoots half. He also draws a heavier slingshot band. His bands are probably like 15 to 17 pounds. I'm not very accurate at that draw weight. It's a lot for me to hold before I get on point and I start shaking and stuff. I like mine between like 12 and 13 and a half, 14. And then I'm money, right? So all of my band sets are kind of tuned in for that draw weight, and it's easy for me to hold. It's accurate. It gives me about 200 to 220 depending on which brand of latex and which taper I use. Gives me about 200 to 220 feet per second, which is plenty to put a hurting on a rabbit even out of distance. Yeah, that is it for why I shoot steel. I love the stuff, and it's nice because it doesn't harm the environment and stuff, but I don't want to get all into that. Like, one lead ball here and there is not going to damage your environment. Lead comes from the dirt. Anyhow, but yeah, steel, like, you shoot it and it turns into a pile of rust in a year here. So yeah, that's why I shoot steel. Stay tuned. Next one's on bands.